basic fundamental, but the truth is there's a lot of steps. So there's a lot to it, there's a lot going on, but it is good because we get to learn a lot of the most fundamental body movements. So the way when I first started thinking, geez, how am I going to remember all this? I think of it in my own head as like follow the leader, okay? So this hand starts, and wherever he goes, my knees follow him, all right? So as you see, to begin with, I get this framing, okay? So he's got the inside. So now my knee wants to follow him. So when I'm bridging, my knee comes in, okay? Now when my hand moves down to Laura's leg, he's just replacing where my hand was, okay? So Laura's in nice and tight. When my hand was there, now my knee's there, okay? Now my hand reaches over and takes Laura's arm out. So he's come out this way, now my legs come out this way. So it's just pretty much a game of follow the leader between my right arm and my right leg. So if you're wondering where to go next, where was my right hand just before, okay? That's how I remember it. If it helps you, all good. If it doesn't, you might have to come up with your own way. The next one we're going to look at, because this escape basically relies on when I bridge to escape my hips, that Laura doesn't follow me and soak up the space again, okay? Chances are, Laura isn't just going to dangle out in the cold and let me get my knee in, okay? So what we're going to do, this is going to be based off more so feel than anything, all right? So when I do my big bridge, and I feel Laura pushes back in, that's when I'm going to use her weight against it, okay? So what I'm going to do, this elbow, instead of pointing down to the floor, I'm going to point it across her hips, all right? This makes a nice little plate. So as Laura drives in, you can start to lift her hips on the plate, okay? So I'm taking them up over the air. Now to lock her into me, I'm going to reach over as far as I can. Maybe I grab a belt, maybe I grab a gi jacket, whatever the case may be. But as she's driving in, this pulls and this lifts, and now I come up into a side control. But I come up into a really, really good side control because my hand is underneath her back, really locked in, wedging her, making it hard for her to breathe, and I've killed a lot of her movement. Cool? So, the initial setup is exactly the same. Our first bridge, change our angle, get our framing, and now it's up to Laura, okay? So if she doesn't come in, we get the skate and we go for goal. If when I bridge here, I feel Laura pushing in, I grab her, lift, take her over. Cool? Any questions? Let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a technique based off the first drill we did, but both partners are going to be involved. So here, this is when we do have our underhook, all right? And I've managed to get nice, the elbow crease. So you'll see the common theme here is I'm using the crease of my elbow here, underneath Laura's armpit, all right? So when she's got a cross face here, I can't turn. So what I have to do is a big bridge, lifting Laura in so I can hide my head. So now I can turn whatever way I want to go. Alright, I'm going to scissor my leg and punch to the floor, coming to this position here. Alright, now if you're less than 3 stripes, you're going to finish again the same, foot and knee, and we're going to pull the knees together, take it down and keep going from there. Alright. So again, you can't be lazy with this arm. It has to be underneath here, sorry, not here, it's not a very good word, underneath the armpit, alright? So if I can get underneath the armpit and do a big bridge forward, I can throw Laura all the way away, okay? So I throw her, scissor my legs, coming up, hiding my head, and now knee, foot, I make Laura's two knees touch, and I can start to pass her in. Alright? Now for the guys, 3 stripes and above, in the theme of that we've spent so long doing on the platters,
when Laura does this attack or this escape on me, so you've got your underhook, yes, as she scissors and gets to her knees, and she drops this leg, yes, so when she comes up, she's going to grab originally straight through here, alright? So all I'm going to do is take my closest arm, I'm going to dive through, grabbing her elbow, I'm just going to do a forward roll, and I'm going to counter it